The sky was not blue anymore. It was a deep, angry gray. Rain soaked my sneakers as thunder exploded overhead, shaking the city. I stood frozen on the sidewalk, the world around me vanishing in a wall of water. Lightning turned the buildings white for a heartbeat, then darkness swallowed everything. The rain fell in sheets, blurring streetlights and headlights, drowning out every sound but the storm. I should have run for cover, but I couldn't move, caught between fear and awe. The city, usually alive and crowded, was empty. I was alone in the chaos. The wind howled, pushing me cold and relentless. My jacket was useless, the water soaked through to my skin. I shivered, not just from cold, but from a deep, rattling fear. The world I knew was gone, replaced by something wild and untamed. I wrapped my arms around myself, bracing against the storm. The wind screamed, the rain hammered, and I realized this was only the beginning. I was just a girl caught in the throat of the storm. The city held its breath, waiting for the sky to break open. I stood there, a small figure in the tempest with nowhere to go. The storm was a monster, and I was its witness. The sky roared, and I was there to hear it. The rain became a curtain, hiding the world in gray. I could barely see a few feet ahead. Water swirled around my ankles, cold and dirty. My sneakers were heavy, every step a struggle. The wind shoved me, stealing my breath, making me feel tiny. Thunder cracked, closer now, and the streetlights flickered, then died. Darkness swallowed the block, broken only by flashes of lightning. In those moments, the city looked strange, buildings like shadows, rain like silver needles. Fear twisted in my stomach, tightening with every boom. I wanted to cry, but the rain washed away my tears. Alone in the dark, I tried to move, hands outstretched, searching for shelter. My fingers were numb, the wind screamed, and something hit my leg. A plastic bag, nothing more. But it felt like the storm was reaching for me. I had to keep moving, had to find a place to hide. The city was a stranger, the storm a giant. I was just a small voice in the roar. Every step was a fight. The water kept rising, the wind kept howling. I pressed on, desperate for safety. The world was water and wind, and I was lost in it. Beneath the fear, a small voice whispered, "You are stronger than this." I remembered my grandma's stories, about facing hard things, about the fire inside me. I tried to make her words louder than the thunder. I focused on one step at a time, not the whole storm. My hand found a rough, cold wall, brick, solid and real. Relief washed over me. I leaned against it, catching my breath. The little voice grew. "See, you can do this." Memories of my dad giving me a flashlight came back. This hope was my light now. I wasn't the girl who gave up. I was from New York. We're tough. The storm was just another crowd to push through. I moved along the wall, fear still heavy, but hope underneath. I thought of the sun, hidden but still there. The storm would end. It had to. That thought anchored me. I just had to hold on until morning. Every step was a victory. The darkness pressed in, but I kept moving. My courage was small, but it was enough. I clung to hope, refusing to be washed away. I held onto the spark inside me. The storm only grew stronger. Wind howled, windows rattled, and the water rose to my knees. Every step was a battle against the current, my body aching and cold. The thought of giving up tempted me. I could just let the storm win. But then, lightning revealed an old bakery across the street, a memory of warmth. Its doorway was a small shelter, a goal in the chaos. The street was a river, cars stranded, water rushing fast. Crossing felt impossible, but hope pushed me forward. Fear screamed, "Don't do it," but hope whispered, "It's your only chance." I took a deep breath, picturing the bakery's warmth. I stepped off the curb into the churning water. The fight wasn't over. I moved, driven by memory and hope. The storm raged, but I kept going. The bakery was my lifeline. I would not let the storm win. The longest night was not done with me yet. The water fought me cold and deep as I crossed the street. I stumbled, nearly falling, but forced myself up, refusing to be beaten. The bakery door was close now, real and solid. I focused on it, blocking out the storm's roar. My hand touched the glass. I made it. I collapsed into the doorway, a small island of safety. The wind couldn't reach me here. The rain was just a spray. I leaned against the door, exhausted but safe. The storm's noise was muffled, distant now. I could finally breathe. Relief bubbled up inside me. I had survived the worst. I listened to the storm, feeling its power but no longer its threat. I was cold, wet, and shaking, but I was alive. The bakery shelter was enough. I closed my eyes, letting relief wash over me. The fight was over for now. I had found my safe place. In the storm's heart, I found a crack of light. I don't know how long I sat in that doorway. Slowly, the storm faded. The rain softened, thunder drifted away, and dawn crept in. The sky turned pale gray, hints of pink and orange at the horizon. The water calmed, the city quieted. I stepped out, stiff and cold but alive. The air was fresh, the city washed clean. Sunlight glimmered in puddles and I saw my reflection. A girl changed. My eyes were tired but clear and strong. The fear was smaller now. I had faced the darkness and survived. I was not just a girl caught in the rain, I was the girl who walked through the storm. That night changed me. I knew I had a strength I never imagined. The world was new, and so was I. I could walk through anything now. The storm was gone, but its lesson remained. I was not afraid anymore. I was the girl after the rain.